You got 6 packs, man. Damien's got 6 packs.
So
That's how easy you want it up and down,
Yeah.
our last topic is Bohemian Rhapsody's Anthony McCarten sues Queen biopic producers over profits and claims the blockbuster is 51 mil in the red. That's shocking.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
That is seriously shocking. So let's read the article first.
And where does the article hail from, Mr.?
Well, funny you say that, my old chum.
Yes.
Because it comes from Deadline.
Deadline.
Whoa, Deadline.
A very reputable source, Deadline.
Yeah. So, the Deadline article, which is not coming up on my phone, so I might have to use yours.
Go for it.
Thank you. Bohemian Rhapsody screenwriter Anthony McCarten has filed a breach of contract suit against Graham King and his JK Films for money owed on the 2018 Best Picture nominated film about Queen and its iconic singer, Freddie Mercury. The lawsuit hit today and shows a fascinating peek behind the curtain into what happens when participants rely on studio net point deals. The $55 million budget film grossed, listen to this, $911 million worldwide.
How are you in the red?
How? Anyway,
Read it
and
first.
yet, according to accounting statements issued by 20th Century Fox Film Corporation, Bohemian Rhapsody is in the red to the tune of 51 million. A lot of hands in the pies. Anyway, the legal action is a bit twisty because the producer King and his JK Films are named, but not Fox or Disney, which acquired the studio and holds Bohemian Rhapsody in its vast library. The reason for this is McCarthen's suit maintains he made a deal directly with King to receive 5% of JK's take. Eventually, King turned over all of those deals to Fox and now Disney. McCarten maintains that the deal accounting definitions changed and he has not been paid a cent from his back-end deal and that King has been unresponsive to his appeals to get paid. This is a problem that the CAA repped McCarten, so you know he's probably going to win this, and his Kinsella, Wiseman, Eisner, Kump, Holly, LLP attorneys want to see solved with monetary damages in an amount to be proven at trial, a full accounting of the movie, and a judicial declaration of the parties' contractual rights and duties in connection with the writer's agreement. Yeah, I won't go into much more because it pretty much tells the story there. But yeah, how actually it says Deadline in a more egregious example, Deadline revealed a Warner Brothers profit statement that claimed that despite Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix grossing 938 million, the film was 167 million in the red. I don't understand how that can be. I really don't.
Got Eddie Murphy quite there too. He talks about Paramount as well.
Yeah, something Eddie Murphy's famously called monkey points during a suit against Paramount over Coming to America remaining in the red despite grossing 350 mil. Yeah, there's a lot of shady crap going on in Hollywood, to be honest with you. It doesn't fill me with confidence in making deals like, points. I'd rather just get the damn check up front, you know what I mean?
That's what it's seeming like.
It's seeming like that, isn't it?
Unless you got money, because you know what kind of money it takes to get a lawyer.
Yeah. It's
It ain't like over here, no win, no fee, and that. You just send any guy in. Don't worry.
yeah. I mean, listen, he's repped by CAA, and so
yeah, he's all right.
Yeah.
he's good.
Am I
He's
right?
good. He'll be all right. You know what I mean?
First of all,
yeah.
did you watch Bohemian Rhapsody?
No.
Why?
It just doesn't interest me. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you.
I'm probably the only white guy in the UK that's not a Queen fan. I apologise.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I like some of their music,
Listen,
but I'm not a Queen fan.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I'm not a Queen fan.
But
There is no denying the guy was heavily talented.
talented,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
100%.
And the way he wrote music. I'm not talking about how he lived his life, anything. As a talented artist, he was absolutely incredible.
I'm not denying that at all.
Yeah. So just I watched it.
Okay, and what did you think of it?
It was actually a good film.
Okay.
It was
a lot of people obviously agreed with it.
Yeah, it was a great film.
How did you find Rami's portrayal of him?
Spot on.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Like he looked like him, he embodied him in different ways. Some of it was uncomfortable watching, but that's just for me.
Right.
That might not be for everyone.
So they went into his lifestyle.
Lifestyle, the drugs, the this, the that. But it was a good eye opener because, you know, obviously he came from an Islamic background and he was gay and he went to New York and like he just lived a totally different life and being accepted in so it dealt with a lot of issues.
Just on a side note about him, a lot of people might not recognize this, but I think he had, when it came to his lifestyle and his religious beliefs, I feel, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he had a great conflict, and it showed it in my mind in that song he did with Bohemian Rhapsody, the song he did, because there's a part in there, I know you know. Right, there you go. Bismillah.
We will not let him go.
Right, so do you know what Bismillah means?
I've heard the term before.
It
I've
means-
never heard it pronounced like that.
Right.
Because I always thought it said, this will. I never said Bismillah. I never knew
it's
it.
Bismillah.
okay.
So it means in the name of Allah.
Yeah, no, Bismillah means...
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So for me, you wouldn't say that in a song unless you add some belief in that, right?
Oh, he did. He did.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
he was very conflicted and he was very torn.
Right.
And he had a lot of issues.
But at the same
A
time,
lot of
I heard
issues.
he had a great time in terms
He had a
of
great
that.
time, but
You know what I mean? That
but,
side of things, yeah.
You know, living the lifestyle he lived contributed to why he died so early.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So, you know, but that's his life.
Yeah.
He made his decisions.
Listen, that's
But as a film, it was a great film.
I've heard.
And because the music is amazing.
Yeah.
The music in it and the acting.
Well, I know the acting must have been top notch because Rami Malek has had a great push since then, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's been fantastic in whatever I've seen him in anyway. So.
And the other guy played Peter
in EastEnders. Yes. He played by Brian May, right?
Right. And was it Brian May?
I think it was Brian May.
It could be Brian May, yeah.
His career's just gone stratosphere.
And
he played Archangel in
X-Men.
X-Men Apocalypse.
You mean, Ben?
Yeah.
He used to come to Urban Kings and I worked there. I met him when he was on EastEnders.
Yeah.
He's a nice kid.
He's a nice guy.
Bro, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. He's one of the few that's made it out.
He knew his time was up and he had to move.
Got out at the
or
right
he's
time.
staying in like Ian Bill.
Yeah.
He's staying in. But the cast was great. Everything was good. But it just shows you the dark side, this money thing. Where is that money?
Where? You made 111 million dollars roast. That film.
No, Bohemian Rhapsody was on 900.
You said 950.
950.
So what did I say?
You said 100 just now.
Sorry,
950.
911.
Yeah.
911.
On a 55 million budget.
That's a runaway.
So you got the budget, the production budget. You always double it for the marketing, right?
100 million.
And so we say 110 million, right? And then they always say to break even, because there's other costs and whatnot, always triple the production budget, take that out of what it's made gross in gross, and that's your profit.
Right.
So it's profited
700 million?
right, at least. So what's happened to that money?
Yeah.
I'm flummoxed. Like what has happened? Because obviously everyone who starred in that film got paid.
Yeah.
Right? That's a given. Because you don't see them moaning about anything.
No.
So they got paid. The producers and directors and whatnot, they got paid. We that's a given. It just seems to me that the guys who actually, because he was what? He was a writer, wasn't he? These kind of guys get looked over. Do you know what I mean?
And as writers ourselves,
yes,
it's hard work. And it's very, it's what's the word? There's no notoriety really for the writers.
Not unless you're like Alan Sorkin or something like
that. There's they're the unsung heroes.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
They're the unsung heroes.
100%.
The actors are just the last bit of it, but the writers. So when they get overlooked, I'm really, I hate that.
I feel
everyone should get their money, especially the writers.
Especially when you've made such a massive profit. I don't understand. Like, how is this money being divvied up? I think what needs to happen, maybe, I mean, I'm not an expert, but maybe what needs to happen is this: when they make this money, it probably needs to be put in escrow, so no one's touching it, and then it can account for what everyone's going to get. And then start divvying it up. I mean, what do you guys think?
Well, I want my money straight away.
Yeah, but we're talking about points though.
If it's points.
So this is because you get your salary up front.
Give me my dough.
Yeah,
that's fine. But if it's a points thing, I want to know how much is in that basket, and how much is coming to me.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I'm all for
this
that.
This is why I used to think that I would do a fully points based deal on any sort of big movie if I was lucky enough to be cast in.
When like a big cast.
Yes. But that's not going to happen after reading this. I want my money up front. I'm sorry. I can't do that because I'm the kind of guy that, and he knows, I will hound you and I want my money.
Yeah.
And he knows when I mean hound. I really do mean hound.
Shark.
I'll be around your house.
Shark infested waters, mate. Just be like that through the streets.
So I can't do with that stress. I'd rather just have my money up front. I'm sure you guys, you got kids to feed as well. I'm sure if it came to that, you would be around people's houses as well.
Yeah. 2 a.m.
You know what it is?
Are you awake? You are now?
See, the thing is, once again, it depends. If I'm coming from a place of privilege and I can afford to wait,
get lawyers.
And to get lawyers, then by all means, I'm going to do it that way.
Yeah.
But if it's like they came to us now, and it's like, don't worry, don't need no money, we're going to give you this, it's like, hell no. I'm taking reduced, I don't care, I need something to walk away with. I'm not in that position.
I'm not in it. Not at all.
Because,
not at all.
Yeah, legally they ain't gonna help me get my money back.
No, what was it? No win, no fee.
Yeah, that's it. Barnes and Rose for whoever the solicitors are.
I mean,
we'll say no win.
What? I mean, Damien, you know a lot about the ins and outs of production and stuff. You know, behind the scenes of films and stuff. What do you make of this? Like, I mean,
the biggest red flag to me right now is the fact that they've sold the rights of it to Disney and Fox. And after what Chapek's just come out of with,
Scarlett Johansson,
Black Widow, like, I mean, obviously they've not got full reins over the rights this yet because in terms of the actual court case and the settlement, because the original agreement was with GK, so they're kind of like they're buying in this problem.
Yeah.
But if I'm buying in this problem, and I'm Disney, I'm like, pay the guy the money and leave. I don't want any more to be brought up about this. So if I was Disney,
how much is he owed? Okay,
yeah. But if Bob Iger was still in charge in Disney, that's what would have happened.
Already,
he would have been paid. This we wouldn't even have seen this story.
Yeah,
right. Because Bob Iger's a reasonable man. He doesn't like scandal.
Yeah.
But Bob Chapek, as you've seen, even when he knows 100% he's in the wrong with the Scarlett Johansson thing,
he's still trying to hang on in there.
He's still trying to think. That's a gangster move. You don't do that shit. Yeah, I mean, if you've got a contract, which he seems to have as well.
Yeah,
and like you said, I think it's more about the transfer of rights.
Yeah, it's an inherited problem for Disney.
Yeah,
it's not a problem that they started.
Yeah, so I can't blame Disney for this at all. I blame the guy at JK Films. Yeah. But my thing is, if you've got a it's like they're trying to say contracts don't mean anything anymore. Because if you've got a contract that clearly states what the terms and conditions are, why would people try and go back on that?
Because some people won't chase it up.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
But
a contract is nothing until you're in court. You can say, I can say I got a contract with you, and I can say, you know what, fuck off.
Yeah, I see. No, you're right. You're right.
No, but
you are right. A lot of people won't
take
chase
to
it
court.
up. Yeah, and a lot of people won't do that. But then why would someone do that with Scarlett Johansson, who obviously has the means to take you to court?
You don't want to mess with Scarlett.
That's what I'm saying.
Scarlett.
And then
you know that red for danger.
Exactly. Yeah. And then on top of that, she's got CAA backing her. You know, I mean, this guy's got CAA, so it's pretty much a wrap because they're not going to back you into doing something that they're not going to win.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah. So you got CAA backing you, but also in Scarlett Johansson's case, Kevin Feige and Bob Iger was backing her, and yet Bob Chapek was still going on like an idiot to the point where they disparaged her name, which in the end meant they had to pay her double what she was even asking for.
That's what you get. So let them pay double again. Maybe they'll learn a lesson. I want him to get double. Because I want for any man that's never got what they're owed. And we know about getting money what we're owed, bro. For anyone that's never got money that they're owed. Listen,
and you know that.
That will come one day. I don't care.
Yeah, for real.
Right, so for the people that don't get their money, give him double.
I'm backing Anthony McCarten because, as Leon and Damien quite rightly said, you know, these writers are unsung heroes, and it is extreme. We are all writers as well, and it is extremely hard to write something. It's very time consuming. It's very
taxing.
Yes,
you know, it is.
And on top of everything else that you've got to do, and I feel for this guy, especially when you've got a contract, you've made a deal, it's on paper, and then people are trying to stiff you saying way.
And you think you're making a deal with someone reputable.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You're not making a deal with, Johnny down the road.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a production that almost made $1 billion. And
on a $55 million budget.
Right. Yeah. And then you're trying to tell me after that it's in the red, 51 mil.
How much was Joker made for?
But it's almost same around budget, yeah.
Is that film in the red right now?
Right. Well, we don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Do you know what I mean?
It could be.
Supposedly.
Yeah,
I just don't understand it.
Someone's teething out the account.
So 100%.
Just saying it's in the red.
Something is happening in the accounts department and someone's teething out money.
Stifling.
Yes. Whereas, as a mafia lot would say, someone's skimming from the top.
Yeah. Someone's skimming. Yeah. They're scooping from the top.
Do you know that? Just a quick tangent. I know you're a big fan of Casino.
Yes.
Yeah. You're Never mind.
Never mind.
So you know that scene,
let the grown ups.
Let the grown. You know that scene in Casino when the guy who's in charge of watching the skim, he's going to all the bosses.
Yeah.
And he's going, well, it's considered leakage. And then one of the bosses goes, leakage my balls. I want the guys robbing us.
Yeah, that's it. Leakage.
That's what this is.
Yeah, it's considered leakage.
Leakage my balls.
I haven't seen Casino.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think, guys. I mean, it's a fantastic tale, and I don't mean that in a good sense. Let us know what you think about all this. I mean, would you encourage actors now or anyone involved in the production to take money up front and forget about these points deals? Do you back this guy going after his money, especially after what you heard about with Scarlett Johansson? This guy has a contract. Let us know what you think down below about all of this. And with all that said, that is the end of the show.
Boom scare.
So, I'd like to go to Damien first. Damien, where can all our supporters find you?
As per usual, you can find me begging and every bus stop, train station, and airport in the country. And
you have more airport money. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, no, I walk there. It's a 3-day journey. On Damien Ashley at Twitter, on Damien Ashley Instagram. Find me on Larry Alabamiwo's Twitter and Instagram. Don't really pay attention to mine. And Leon's one, which is non-existent.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
you can find me here, here
in my house.
Yeah. Right here.
He doesn't move from the couch.
This is our studio.
This
is our studio.
This is it. Yeah.
So where can they find you, Leon?
At Larry Olubamiwo.
Okay.
On Twitter and Instagram.
Okay. And you can find me at Larry Olubamiwo on Twitter and at Larry Olubamiwo on Instagram. Please have a look at all of our IMDB pages as well. You can see what we've been in, what we have coming up, hopefully. So they're under each of our names, obviously. And just support everything that we're doing. We've got a lot of things coming up. So
please please
share, subscribe.
Yeah, we're just trying to grow the channel.
Yeah,
100%. And we're really pleased and thankful for your support
so far.
Really, really going well, and we hope you continue in that vein. So from me and the rest of the guys,